Good Sunday morning. How you doing? I overdid it. I never learned my lesson. I don't have room for this stuff. All right. I'm going to take it out on the bench out there and show you what I got. Stay tuned. Yes, I could not pass this up. Oh, I overdid it today. I walked around. The guy that I usually get the radios from, this is where I got it from, you know, from that guy. First of all, I bought this, what he calls a suitcase radio. I've never seen one like this. And I got to get my magnifying glass. I don't even know what brand it is. Then I bought this, what they call Sportsman. It's got a rifle on it. GE, AM only, transistor radio. It's quite heavy. Hopefully it doesn't have batteries and battery corrosion. He made me a deal on this. First he wanted 10 for each. He said, and I was looking him over and he says, $15 for both of them. So I said, geez, I'd love to have this. But where am I going to put it? It opens up, but I can't find out how it opens up. I tried, but I'm sure I'll find. I don't know. The only thing I can get open is the front cover here. All right. I put these in the car and I walked around again. Saw this. And looked in the back, which I'll show you here in a little bit. I says, I thought to myself, I'd love to have it, but I've got absolutely no room for it. It's got to be 2 feet long. It has a tuning eye in here, one of those vertical tuning eyes. My magnifying is not very good. It's all scratched up from my cell phone. It's a Norelco. There's a Norelco sign here, and I can't make that insignia out here. I got to get better magnification. I'm going to turn this thing around for you so you can see the back of this. All right. Very, very dusty, of course. It's a Norelco, so I'm not sure. It might be Danish made, in which case it'll be oddball tubes. I know I don't like. Years ago I worked on a Grundig radio. This is not a Grundig. And it was impossible to read the capacitor because everything was written in German. So I only worked on one and I could not fix it years and years ago. This is back in the 60s. Because all the parts were written in German and even the tube numbers. So I have no idea here, but there's very interesting the way the tuning is. There's a tuning. The dial cord works. By the way, I wouldn't have bought it if the dial cord was broken. You might be able to see it. You can see the dial moves very freely over there. Then there's another tuning knob that turns the loop sticks. That is neat, isn't it? That is a neat. That's a neat radio. It's loaded with dust. On the speaker here, it appears to have a cloth over it, made for it. It's like a bonnet that goes over the big speaker, and then you got your mid-range over here. He had a Grundig over there too, which was big, but I didn't bother with that. I think it was a Grundig. Don't quote me on it. So let me get you the front dial look on it here. I got to blow this out with an air compressor and everything else before I bring it into the shop. It looks like a black top. which I'm not too keen about. And the sides of a beautiful wood grain, but I don't know why it's black on top. I think it came that way. But anyways, all right, I'll have to get you, I'll have to move the camera to show you everything. It's got a low and high tone setting. We'll move you down very carefully here. I can't read. There's a FM band. I think it's shortwave. It's got the push buttons off. I can't read that from here. I need to get my magnifier and get my face right in there, as you well know. Off. There's a faded silver tag here. Feels like a metal, but it's rubbed off, whatever it is. Tuning eye here, and here's the name here. Again, I'll have to get you in. I can tilt this a little bit. Maybe the lighting will be a little better. You might be able to read that. I cannot read that at all. I'll have to get my high magnification eye lobe, but that's Noralco right there. And the bands, I'm gonna get my head in the way, I'm sorry. Excuse the ugly head. All right, the lower band is 108 to 87.5, so that's the FM down here, okay? It's backwards. In other words, it starts at the high number, go down to the low, but that's the way the foreign manufacturers do things, I guess. And it looks like kilocycles, no, megacycles. 12 to 6 on this one. And the next one is kilocycles, it looks like. I can't make that out. It's too small. This magnifier is only like a 3x. It's the one I carry with me. 150 to 55. 150 down to 55. Now there's a 23 on the top to 15. I don't know what that is. So we're talking 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 bands. I really don't know. Really don't know. Don't seem to be. All right, there's your band switches here. Excuse the head. Off, pickup, whatever pickup is, probably phono, long wave, medium wave, short wave, and FM, okay? So I'm going to clean this out and bring it in the shop, and then I can get a closer inspection of it, but I'm going to blow all this 25 years, 30 years of dust out of it, and I'll give you a close look at the other 2 radios. All right, this is the Suitcase radio. That's what he called it. It looks like a suitcase. Volume control. Again, no on and off switch. It doesn't click. Comes to a dead stop, so it's probably like that radio I sent Doug. Has no on, no switch on it, or is broke. All right. Battery off, AC/DC. Okay, so this is the on and off switch. Left is battery. Center is off. AC/DC. Now, this thing is fairly heavy. I hope it doesn't have a lot of heavy dead batteries in it. The bands appear to be only broadcast. Let me get this down a little bit so you might be able to see these dials. Sorry for the head. This is the tuning. Again, dial cord works. If it didn't, I wouldn't buy the radio because I cannot do dial cords. I won't even attempt them. Okay, there's a... I'm going to have to stop the camera. I got to get my head right in there and maybe use something else to see that. So I'll be right back. It looks like it's broadcast and air. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So I have to examine that really close on the high magnification. I have no idea what the manufacturer of this is. This is a show and tell on these items. And the actual going through the radios themselves will be done on a future video. Oh, it needs some gluing here. That's not a problem. That's very easy. It's got like a naugahyde finish. I really like this. You know, this guy is very reasonable over there. Now, he told me if he went to Mansfield to drive in, he can get a lot more money than these. I wasn't dickering around with him for the price. He said 10 originally and 10 on this. And I looked him over. I didn't say a word. And I looked around his other radios, including that great big one. And then he says, $15 for both. I says, okay. And I was thinking to myself, where am I going to put this thing? Let alone the great big one, the Norelco. But I don't know how to open this thing up. It's got a seam here. It's got hinges on the bottom. The feet on the bottom is a little dirty there. And the cord comes out here. All right, out of this little, it's supposed to come out of this little notch here. It's pinched. He did not know how to open it. He knows nothing about it. He says he sells these things for displays at certain restaurants. So his radios are fine, mostly when they look like this are for display. He knows nothing about fixing them, I don't think. Because if he did, he would get a lot more for them. But I don't know how to open this. Now there is a... Oh. Okay. There's a little push button down here. There's little buttons on the side that lifts up. And that releases it. And there's a little button here. There's actually... Yeah. And... Well, this is going to give me a hard time now because I'm doing it one-handed. John from Arkansas. Hello, John. I have to have two hands. I can't do things one-handed. Got to have two hands. Yeah, it's going to be giving me a problem. That one you just pull back to make it open. I might have to use a screwdriver on this. I wouldn't want to do that. There it goes. Alright, let's turn her around here. It's one of these battery sets. You know what that means. Very expensive tubes. Possibly. Oh. No batteries in it. A little bit of white fungus. Antenna loop coil. Oh, I hope this don't use a 1L6. 3-gang tuning condenser. It's got that nice old smell to it. Okay, this is a Bendix radio. The sign is upside down, but I'm giving you just previews of the radio right now. It has two antenna coils, one here and one here. Okay, and there is another coil here. It's a Bendix radio type PAR-80A. portable receiver. And I cannot read any more without my super magnifier. I'll be right back so I can give you some information on the tube lineup here. Excuse my body being in the way. Not enough magnification. I'll be right back. No fun being blind as a damn bat. I'm trying to keep, well, let me get comfortable. I'm stretching my hip joints out here and it's very uncomfortable. Trying to swivel my body around. Sorry about the head. 117 Z3. All right. It looks like a 3Q4, but don't quote me. I need more magnification. It's too small, too fine a print. Looks like a 1T4 or 1F4. I don't know. I cannot see that. 1T4, 1R5. One R5. It looks like almost the same tube lineup as the radio I sent to Doug, which Doug tells me did not come in yesterday morning, which was Saturday. That's what they told me. I sent it out priority. $29 to send it out. And Doug paid me for that. I have the receipt if there's any problem. So, what we've got here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tubes. Apparently no 3Q5, so whatever number of that tube is down here. Let's see if I can get more magnification by doing this. I doubt it, but sometimes it works. Still can't make it out. It's 3C4, CR4, I don't really know. I will give you that information so when I can magnify this about 100 times. Alright, so here is the battery compartment where a battery would go. And man, it's in nice shape. It's got that white film on it. What I do with that is take a little 3-in-1 oil on a Q-tip, and that neutralizes it and kills whatever it is. It's got like that white powder like on it, but I'll clean that off. 3-in-1 oil works good. That's what I use that for. It's got a 40 microfarad at 150, 20 microfarad at 150, 100 at a 25. So this would have to be changed, but this is in nice cosmetic shape. It's a little loose, but there should be room underneath there, and I hope I can work on this. At least it's one of these radios where the speaker is not inside and making the components cramped in there. I should be able to work on this. It's got a lot of that stuff on it, but that'll all be neutralized. I'll clean it with a rag the best I can, and then I'll coat it very lightly and clean it down with 3-in-1 oil, and that'll take care of anything that's there. That will take care of it. So, alright, so let's put this cord inside for now. For all I know, every tube could be burned out in this. You don't know. So let's... I think I bent something trying to close that down. I sure did. See, I don't know anything about these things. I bent the hell out of this. I'm just trying to push that down. So, yep, that's all bent out. All I did is just try to push it down like I did this one. Oh, well, story of my life. Story of my life. I break everything. I'm like a bull in the china shop. Now, on this, GE radio. We still in camera, Tom? I hope so.
Now you are. I moved it up a little bit for you.
Mean I was off camera all this while?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not that much.
I'm always off camera. Always, always. That's weird. It's hooked into the handle. This is already where the earphone jack is. Right there. All right, that's ready to break off, and I know I'll break it the rest of the way trying to get it off. Oh, I see. Okay, it goes like that. Let's check the... Yeah, that's unbelievable. That just... I didn't even push hard on that thing, and it just broke. Oh, boy. Contacts are all corroded, so we're not going to be able to deal with that very good. Try to clean them up. The bottom ones aren't too bad, but the top ones are pretty rusty. I might be able to clean that up. I might be able to. And now let's get a model number for this. If I can read it. General Electric. That's just a piece of tape or something that was across here, but nothing's on it. General Electric. Somebody's got writing on it. I know you can't see that, but I'll bring it over to the camera anyway. Somebody's got some writing right there. So I cannot get that model number. P-N60A. I don't really know. I know that's probably not. I got to look under high microscope magnification in order to make that out. I'm not even going to try on this video. It's telling you to use a mercury cell, and it shows that is strange. That is very strange. I know you're not going to be able to see it. I'm doing the best I can with the stuff I have to work with. It's telling you you can't get more than a AA in here, but it's telling you the positive on one battery goes this way, the positive of the other one battery goes this way. In other words, negative to negative. That don't make sense, but that's the way every single one of them is set up. Very, very strange. And there's 4. So according to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it takes 8 batteries. You're not going to get 8 AA's in there. And they're backwards. I mean, the plus is going here, and the other battery, the plus is going here. Plus here, plus here. Plus here, 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 and here, with the negatives all facing each other. That don't make sense. Let me see if I can... Let's get this other one. I can't see anything with that. Install either 4 mercury AA batteries or 4 carbon AA batteries as shown. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. So you use one or the other. So one of them you're going to use one direction, and the other one you're going to use the other direction. So the carbon cells, positive here, negative here. The mercury cell, positive here, negative here. Okay, that explains it. So we should be able to get alkalines in there, but the contacts are really, really bad up here. All right. So I cannot make that model number out. I'll have to get back to you on that. Okay, so I got to blow the air, dirt out of these radios, that one there rather. So I'm going to be getting the air gun out. It's getting a little cloudy today. It's supposed to rain late tonight and Monday. I'm going to blow this out before I put this in the shop. Oh, I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff. But I think I did super good today. $10 for this, $15 for the other two smaller ones. So $25 on the radios. All right, we'll be doing videos on this in the future. So that'll be in time. Probably not for a day or so. We'll see. Who knows? It might be right away. Depends on how much time I got. And basically I want to go over these radios and see what's involved. And probably the Suitcase radio is the one I want to see if I get any life out of it at all. Most likely every tube is blown in it. That batch of tubes that I got, the last batch that I got for $5, had a lot of 1.5 volt tubes in them and a 3Q5. Every one was burnt out, every single one of them. I had about 8 of them in there and they were all gone. So I expect the Suitcase radio to have all burnt out tubes. I'm almost certain of that. All right, stay tuned on my channel. There'll be more to come. Don't go away.